You can describe 2020 for tonight's newsmaker in three ways: a shocking spring, a better but challenging summer, and a very much uncertain fall. She runs the Piedmont Triad's largest tourist attraction, a place you've more than likely enjoyed with your family or are at least planning to. But Pat Simmons is determined to move ahead in this COVID journey and take the hundreds of staff members and thousands of animals at the North Carolina Zoo along with her. I recently spoke with her virtually. 2020 was supposed to be a history-making year for the North Carolina Zoo, and it still probably will be, but not in the way everyone had hoped prior to mid-March. After setting a 917,000-plus visitor record in 2019, the zoo was set to cross the 1 million person mark this year. Then COVID hit, and the park closed for nearly 3 months. Can words describe how disappointing this has been for you?
Weeping.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. It was heartbreaking that the trajectory we were on got completely pulled out from under us. But, upon reflection, I realized that now that we're in this new normal, the measures that we have to go by need to change.
And they already have. The zoo reopened at reduced capacity June 15th. Right now, maximum capacity is 3,000 visitors. Before COVID, on a good day, 8,000 to 11,000 were here. How are the animals doing?
The animals are healthy. They're doing well. We've had to take extra precautions to make sure that we don't transmit COVID to them, but that hasn't really bothered them too much.
I didn't realize, is there a real danger of a human spreading COVID to one of the zoo animals? Are your vets actually concerned about that? Obviously they are.
Yes, there is proof, in fact, that cats, big cats especially, have been able to catch COVID from humans. And so that's been documented already. So what we've done as a precautionary measure is all of the animals that are mammals, we wear masks with all of them now. Some of the animals were a little confused at first because the facial recognitions that they would look for from their keepers to encourage them and to support them were missing. So they had to learn right along with us. Another learning challenge for the zoo: financial sustainability in these days when money's hard to come by. You see, half the zoo's $20 million budget comes from the state of North Carolina, whose legislature struggled to pass a budget even before COVID. The other half the zoo has to raise itself, from tickets to food and merchandise sales to Zoo Society donations, but it's tough to raise money with fewer people visiting the park. At the start of the pandemic, the zoo did make some sacrifices, including reducing its temporary staff and putting off a few projects. It also got some backup funding from the State Department of Natural and Cultural Resources. It even got creative by getting local companies to donate materials and equipment to build this rock wall to keep animals out of the algae-infested lake in the Watani grasslands habitat. Regarding the current status quo financially, how long will you be able to sustain operations with that? How far can you go? We probably can go until the spring of next year. And I think we can sustain ourselves until that time. In the spring, we'll need to make some adjustments of some sort. Now, what do those adjustments look like? Well, they could be adjustments that we're able to open the zoo up for more guests.
In the meantime, the zoo will focus on what it does best, in addition to addressing what could be the biggest concern among visitors. How safe is it to visit the North Carolina Zoo right now?
I think it's very safe. I think it's safer than going to the grocery or your regular store.
Simmons points to the fact visitors buy timed entry tickets on the zoo's website before they arrive, which helps meet the capacity limit.
Thank you for wearing your mask.
Mask wearing for those 5 years and older and social distancing are enforced. Some experiences that traditionally allow people to cluster together are closed, including indoor habitats like the Polar Bear Ice Cave and outdoor adventures like the Zoofari shuttle bus. But many others are open, including the aviary, which limits capacity by allowing visitors in based on the number who walk out.
We are here to support the citizens. We're here for education, and we're here for conservation and great welfare of animals. We are always going to be doing that, no matter what happens to us or against us.
And despite all these challenges, the zoo hasn't had to furlough any of its 270-plus full-time staff members, meaning all the animals have been and still are being well cared for. Around half of the temporary staff members have returned since the reopening in June. For more information on everything from buying tickets and reserving times to what's open and what's not, visit the zoo's website at nczoo.org.